Welcome to Gesgapegiag, which means the dawn of the new day. My name's Lisa Jerome. I'm from Gesgapegiag First Nation. I was actually raised here my entire life. My first language is Mi'kmaq, and I've been principal since October 2009.
My name is Sally Gideon. I'm the grade 3 and 4 teacher.
And I'm Anne Trepanier, and I'm the grade 5-6 teacher. We purchased this year a new literacy place program, which incorporates, it's used from kindergarten to grade 8. It is designed to deal with leveled, it's Canadian, so there's a lot of native input into it.
And it's integrated into the math. You've got math reading books in there. You've got social studies books, science books. Everything can be integrated into this program.
A teacher can't say, well, I didn't know this needed to be done. Everything is very accountable. We have grading system. It's comparable. It's on par with the MEQ objectives. We've assured that happens. There's stuff that students wouldn't normally be exposed to, like in the city volunteering.
And they have to do their own material, like collecting the money, getting information down, what kind of fundraisers, like bake sales or stuff like that. You could use that for grading.
My name is Lisa Carroll, and I teach pre-K kindergarten. There are actually a lot of differences about attending a community school. There's a cultural connection between not only the students, but the students and the teacher. Not only is the teacher teaching, but they're also learners in the classroom. When learning is fun for a student, when they are engaged in what they are learning, they will not forget. They will not forget you, or what it is they're learning and the experience they're having.
Literacy was my main thing when I came back because the level of our literacy was really low and I wanted to get it higher. What I've made the teachers do is they're allowed to choose 2 non-native authors and they have to choose 2 native authors. So our culture is actually in the program. That's a gift that I wanted to give these children because once there's pride, there's a lot of learning happening and a lot of smiles on the kids' faces.
And it is an excellent program. And the reason I say that is because it introduces letters by sound and not in the order of your regular alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. The reason for the difference in the way the letters are introduced is that they're introduced by which letters are most prevalent as far as the sound in the English language, okay? So, and it makes more sense because then when you start doing spelling and start sounding out words, doing a lot of phonetic teaching, there's a list of words that correlate with the very first letters that are taught.
The technology that FNEC had brought into our school, the teachers use it a lot. The language teacher uses it, the French teacher uses it, the kindergarten teacher uses it. Like it's used throughout the whole K to grade 8. Being in a isolated area, it has brought the world to us.
I use the smart board, and there's a program on there, it's called Starfall. And I love that website because it has each letter sound. There's a lot of phonemic awareness lessons in there. The kids love it.
My name is Toby McCarthy. I did my education in Newfoundland many years ago. I came here 11 years ago to teach as a kindergarten teacher, and I've taught every grade in between since. I did my master's degree 3 years ago at the FNEC in technology. I do all the teaching with the teachers and the implementation and how to supplement technology into your lessons. Well, as part of my master's, I actually did my thesis on how technology can increase motivation in Native children. The way kindergarten students learn. We can now translate that to other grades. They can touch, they can move, they can see. We can make any lessons we want come alive. The most boring math lesson, we can make it interesting, we can make it fun. We're in the age of video games and television. We're bringing that in. You know, I taught kindergarten years ago, and most kids learn by doing. They remember by doing, not by sitting and being an inactive learner. So with the Smartboard, we take that learning at the kindergarten level and we translate it to all grades.
My name is Peggy Brumsigal. I teach grades 7 and 8 mixed. And last year we started off building a house that was eco-friendly and could run on everything or anything except for electricity. That worked out very well. Our kids loved it. And then this year we tried biology, and that worked out really well too. So our kids got to dissect grasshoppers and worms and frogs, which was the big fun thing. And that worked out really well, and I seen a difference in the kids' interest in science. So the nice thing about working in a First Nations school is that we can do what we want, or what we can tailor our programs to the kids. I've taught in a few different places, including at the college level. This is by far my most amazing experience. It's a community thing, it's not just a school. Everyone is here, it's like one big family, and the staff is the same way. It's more like a family than a school, and I think that's what makes a huge difference.
The parent acceptance is changing and increasing. I think part of it is the technology, and a lot of it is the student success. In 11 years I've been here, I've seen with the motivation increase, the success is increasing. You don't have the reluctance you had years before. Like I said, you kids are more accepting, more willing to try. This has been the most successful year I've taught grade 1 and 2. I've had no failures this year at all. You know, I mean, in most cases I've heard students referred to in other schools as clients. They're not clients, they're children. You know, and you really need to, people need to understand that a teacher spends more time with a student than their parents do 5 days a week. You know, they're here and you have to understand who they are, where they're coming from, and what they're living through. It's not always good, it's not always bad, but you need that balance.
My name is Jelani Diaz. I'm in the 8th grade. I like to say about the teachers. They help with the students a lot. They don't want to just get the job done. They actually want to help the students. They sit there and work with you until you get it. The Mi'kmaq language program is good because it helps us with the language and our cultural education. We learn the songs. We learn different medicines. We learn just most of the stuff we need to know.
Hi, I'm Roger Lee Martin. I'm a teacher here in Gesgapegiag here at Gesgapegiag School. I've been teaching here for 31 years, and I teach the Mi'kmaq language.
Hi, my name is William Jerome, and I've been teaching 4 years in this school, the Gesgapegiag School, on culture.
Today, we are using the gray morning method, which is very, very useful and very powerful for our students, and it's very easily learned if you're starting to learn the language, and it's a very useful tool that we use here at Gesgapegiag.
Well, my job is to try to teach them our culture, because alone in Gesgapegiag, our traditional ways were taken away many years ago. We were taught in English in our own schools and all that, and nothing about culture. It wasn't accepted to teach culture in schools. And we were brought up in a way that we almost lost it. And about 15, 20 years ago, somebody came back in our community, our own community member, and started to teach some of us our culture. We gave them a choice, or their parents, what they believe in. We never took anything away from them, and we gave them the Mi'kmaq ceremonies that we have in this community.
And once we learned the program, it was easily caught on from anybody, and especially our students here at Gesgapegiag. And they pick it up really quickly and develop an advanced mode at that time. So we have to bring it up to par as we move along. On everyday use, if we did the immersion program, yes, I strongly believe that we would produce a lot of speakers in the community.
Once you know who you are as an unknown and understand a little bit of your culture, you get stronger, because we have people that live in our communities, goes to Fredericton, Montreal, and they go to school there. They'll find places in these cities and try to keep up, learn about their culture, to be strong. And they use that in a white world. And it's very important for them, because they're stronger, because there's a lot of things out there that we do not understand, or they do not understand when they live the community.
We're pretty proud of this little place. it's nice. It's pleasant to come to work in the morning. Everybody is enjoying, we're a great team.
With being in a small school, I may be the principal, but it takes the whole team to run the school and the whole community.
I want them to become the best that they can be for themselves. Having high self-esteem, knowing who they are, knowing that they are not alone, and knowing that they can accomplish anything it is that they set their minds to, and that there are people here and in their own school and community that will support their dreams. So that's what I hope for.